Namaste. I'm Mary Fickman with Easttown Library, bringing you another chair yoga practice for your stay-at-home day. And if you've been working from home, as many of us are, this practice is for you. We're going to begin with just taking a moment to check in. Just noticing our present moment experience helps us know where we are and where we'd like to go from there. So take a moment to allow your gaze to lower, maybe even allow it to close. And as you begin to turn awareness inward, begin to notice your physical body. Taking a little mental scan, notice areas of tightness or tension. Any areas of discomfort. And see if you can allow those areas to loosen and soften. Also notice the state of your nervous system. At its extremes, you would be flight or fight, or maybe you're down at rest and digest, or somewhere in between. Notice your energy level. And then begin to notice your breath without trying to change it, just noticing the quality of your breath. Any sense of tightness or tension in the breath. Allowing the belly to soften. Begin to allow that breath to deepen and slow. And then taking a moment to notice your mental state. Without judgment, just noticing what's present there. Allowing yourself a moment to transition from doing mode to just being. And take a nice deep breath in. Let it go with a sigh. Let the eyes come back open if they're closed. And we'll begin our practice today with a breath. To kind of invigorate us, wake us up a little bit in this midday stretch. The breath is called breath of joy. It's going to be three short inhales, sipping the air in, sort of like you're conducting the orchestra like this. The exhale is going to be nice and loud through the mouth with a good big ha. So we put it all together and it looks like this. We're going to do it 3 times. Ha! 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 Just let yourself hang here. Release the back of the neck. And then slowly roll it up. Pause for a moment. Just notice how that made you feel there. And then we're going to move into some movements of the spine. So find a nice tall spine here as you sit. And as you inhale, lift the gaze. Bring the shoulder blades onto the back, opening the chest. As you exhale, let the chin fall to the chest, shoulders round forward, let all the breath out. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. And then let this motion flow with your breath. Just waking up the spine. Take it one more time each way. And then come back into neutral position there. And let the right hand come to the chair as you reach that left arm up and then overhead. Good. As you breathe here, see if you can feel a nice expansion in the left side of the chest. Nice deep breaths. Good. As you inhale, again, sweep it up. Bring the left hand down to the chair and exhaling, release. Good. Right hand reaches up, inhale. Good. Exhale, take it over. Good. Nice deep breaths. And as you notice that expansion now in the right side of the chest. One more breath. As you inhale, lift it up, release it down. And we've taken the spine forward and back and side to side. And now we're going to add a little rotation. And as you rotate here, I want you to think gentle. Inhale and lift. Good. Exhale, let the hands sweep past your right side. You just let the torso turn right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands sweep to the other side, torso turns left. Take it side to side with your breath. Just notice your range of motion. Maybe that head and neck follow along with the rotation. And the next time you take that rotation to the side, go ahead and pause there. Let the hands relax, the shoulders relax. And focus here on the breath and the belly. Your next exhale lets you untwist back to center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let that rotation come to the other side and release, relax the hands. Nice deep belly breath. And the next exhale releases back to center. And we'll just finish this movement of the spine with a little rotation of the torso around the hips. And maybe you let the shoulders get into it. Make it feel good. And find a place to pause that rotation and then take it in the other direction. Into center, and just pause here and notice all those movements of the spine and how that felt. And then let the chin drop to the chest. Release the back of the neck as you relax the tops of the shoulders. On an inhale, let the chin sweep up toward the right shoulder. And as you exhale, come back to the chest. Inhaling again, sweep left. And exhale back to the chest. And take this motion side to side with your breath. That chin is up at the shoulder. Go ahead and continue your circle, the chin toward the ceiling, back to the opposite shoulder, back to the chest. But inhale as you circle the chin up. Exhale as you circle down. Next time the chin is at the chest, pause, and then take that circle in the opposite direction. Next time that chin is at the chest, go ahead and pause and then bring that chin back up to neutral position. And let the right ear fall towards the right shoulder. Take the right hand, let it rest on the side of the head, not pulling, just resting the weight of the hand. And then reaching the left fingers to the side. Good. Release the hand at the head and let the chin come back to center. And left ear goes towards the left shoulder. Left hand rests on the head. And right fingers reach to the side. And releasing the hand, coming back into center. And then we're going to bring our practice to focus on the eyes. We're spending a lot of time in front of a screen these days. It's a real good idea to give those eyes a little break. So keeping the chin neutral now, let's take the gaze up to the ceiling and then down to the floor. Looking all the way up and all the way down. And then bringing the gaze to center again and keeping the chin neutral. Look all the way to the right. And then all the way to the left. And just noticing what you can see there in your peripheral vision as you go side to side. And then closing the eyes here for a moment, let them rest. And as you open them again, let's bring one hand out, thumbs up. And focus on the tip of your thumb and at the wall then far away. So you're focusing near and far and near and far. And release that and bring the hands together. We're going to create a little warmth here. Hopefully they're nice clean hands. As you bring them up and let them cup your eyes and let the warmth of the hands sink in and soothe the eyes. And then bring the hands together again, creating some warmth as we focus into the hands. Spread the fingers wide, and we're just going to rotate each finger 3 times around. So with the thumbs and the index fingers, middle fingers, good. Ring fingers, and pinky. And then noticing what direction you're rotating the fingers, rotate them the other direction, go back through the fingers. Notice how this is a little challenging for the brain. Good. When you've gotten all the way back to the thumbs, rotate them around and make a nice tight fist. Let's spread the fingers wide, fist, wide, and fist, and wide, and then just a soft fist here as you rotate the wrist. Both directions. And then take one hand out as if you're stopping traffic. Take the opposite hand, grasp the fingers, and gently press out through the heel of the hand. Let the fingers float toward the floor and bring your thumb into the palm of that hand and gently here stretch the top of the wrist. Good. And then we'll take that to the other side, stop the traffic. Grasp the fingers, gently press out. You don't want to overdo this. Good. Fingers float toward the floor, stretch the top of the wrist. Good. Keep the hands a shake. And then just let them rest in your lap and notice how those hands feel now. And let's move into the shoulders. We're going to do something here I like to call shoulder dance. We're going to take that right shoulder up toward the ear twice. And the left shoulder. Roll the right shoulder back. Roll the left shoulder back. And squeeze the shoulder blades together. And repeat. Right, left, roll, roll, squeeze. One more. Good. And release. So open the arms nice and wide. Cross right arm over left. Give yourself a hug. Take a breath. Let it out. Now, if you notice that your elbows can stack here, maybe release the back of the hands towards each other. If you still have a little flexibility here, you can wrap, just an option. Wherever you stop today is perfect for you. Go ahead and take the elbows away from the body just a little bit. Lift them up, lift the gaze. Nice deep breath. And one more. And then release. Open the arms out again, and this time we're crossing left arm over right. Give yourself a hug again like you mean it. Nice deep breath. Let it out. And then decide where you go from there. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you bring the back of the hands together. Maybe you wrap. Take the elbows away. Lift just a little. Lift the gaze. A nice deep breath. Good. Release it out. Good. Give those shoulders a little rotation. And we're going to bring ourselves up to standing now. So come on up. I'll move my chair out of the way a little bit. Just come up and find your mountain pose, standing nice and tall. And then bring the hands into the back of the chair. And we're going to walk the hips back here. Walk the feet back, really lengthen through the back. Soften the knees as you stretch the tailbone away from you, and then release and relax the neck. So here you're decompressing the spine. It should feel good. One more breath. And then step the right foot forward. Good. So coming into a bit of a lunge, and you may or may not be able to keep that left heel on the floor. In any case, notice the stretch in the back of that leg. If you feel steady, you could bring the hands up. Open the chest. A nice full breath. And then release the hands back to the chair and walk right foot back to meet left. Once again, stretching the tailbone away from you. And then stepping up with with the left foot. Good. Find that stretch in the back of that right leg now. A nice full breath. Maybe you stay right here, maybe you lift the hands. Good. One more breath. And walk it up. Walk both feet back in together. Good. And then let's stretch the right foot out in front and bend the left knee. So now you're coming into a hamstring stretch right now for that right leg. And shift the weight. And then bend that right knee. See if you can grasp the ankle. Maybe you can just grasp your pant leg. And focusing now on that stretch now in the quad, the front of that right leg. And really sit down. At the other side, now bring that left foot out in front of you. Good. Soften that right knee. Good. Stretching into that left hamstring now. Coming back up, shifting that weight into the right leg. Now find your balance as you bring the left ankle up, maybe just the pant leg. Good. And really sit down. And come on back down to seated. And staying towards that front edge of your chair. And we'll take the right ankle over the left, and maybe you stay right there. Or if it's available to you, bring that right ankle up to the top of the left knee. Have a nice tall spine here as you bring the hands into the chair, shoulder blades onto the back, leg them. As you inhale, and as you exhale, begin to hinge forward. So you're hinging from the hip here, and then noticing sensation in that right hip. We carry a lot of tension in our hips. So as you inhale and exhale here, see if you can send a sense of loosening with each exhale. Good. One more breath. Inhale, lifts the torso, and drop that right foot to the floor if it's lifted. Good. For a moment, just pause and notice right side, left side. And then taking left ankle over right, or if it was available to you on the other side, bringing left ankle up to the top of the right knee, but only if that's good for your hip and your knee today. Hands come into the chair as you lengthen the spine, inhale. And as you exhale, hinging forward. Noticing now that left hip. Give yourself permission to rearrange the legs if you need to. Good. One more breath. Exhale, release. Good. Drop that foot to the floor. And just walk the feet away from each other a little. Let the forearms come down to rest on the top of the thighs here. The hands just dangle. Check in with your feet. See if you can line up ankles under knees. Line up the outsides of the feet so that they're parallel. And then just let the head relax. As you breathe here, notice the breath at the back of the body. Softening the muscles of the face. Relax the cheeks and the jaw. even the tongue inside the mouth. Relax the little muscles around the eyes. Let the corners of your mouth turn up. And let yourself just stay here for a few more breaths. And then as you're ready, slowly rolling the torso back up. Allowing the eyes to float back open if they're closed. And join me here with hands at heart center in this gesture of gratitude for this time spent together. I thank you for tuning in. I hope you have found some peace and strength. Stay safe, stay well. Namaste.